What up, people? Check it out. I just want to talk a little bit about driving an automatic versus a manual. Now, this right here is a 2015 Freightliner. It's an automatic. I've been so used to driving a manual, and when I had to switch over to the automatic, I was like, I don't know. Because I'm that type of person that likes to shift gears. I like to be in control of things, shifting, clutch, all that. And floating gears, things like that. Now, let me talk about something. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to let you hear how it sounds when you shift it. And then I'm going to go ahead and talk about some more of it. All right, now you see how everything was set up. You have a little stick. What it is a little wheel on it. Flip it up to drive, flip it down to neutral, flip it down to reverse. That's how you can go. Now, also while you're in drive, you can also either shift manually, pull the stick, push the stick, however you want to do it, depending on how you want to go through your gears. Now, when I first got in, I'm like, I'm so bored, everything. But it really paid off. When it really paid off is when I went through New York or DC or somewhere in traffic and I ain't had to worry about that clutch. That's where it was great. It was awesome. The best thing ever, foot brake. I was like, wow, this is exactly what it's designed for. But as far as everything else, I have some problems with it. I like to shift gears. Certain gears you start out with, bam. I like to, just to do something, float through them gears, go up and down, downshift thing. I like to control. I like to get into a certain gear depending on the speed limit and ride that out. This thing will shift on its own, shift up, bog you down, all kinds of things. Now, it does have a hill assist. That is great because, you used to have your foot on the clutch, foot on the brake, ease that clutch out, let that brake off some and get it going. So the hill assist is great with that. If you're on a hill, you just take your foot off the brake, put it on the gas. Problems I have with this, backing up is a problem that I don't seem to like with it because there's also two levels of reverse. There's like a level 1, a level 2 for the speed, kind of like with when we used to flip our splitter while you were in reverse. But I used to like to control the clutch, give it a little bit, give it out a little bit, in a little bit, out a little bit, control that speed, especially when you try and jack it in there, you got some weight on, things like that, or you try and inch up. This doesn't seem to want to do that. It wants to jump and you don't have as much control. Now also, say you're shifting, let's say you come into a red light. Come to stop as you're coming down. It's shifting down, down, down. Usually we would be into the gear we need or whatever. Now say the light turns green before you stop all the way. This thing is still downshifting. You go to put your foot on the gas, you have to sit there and wait. It's still shifting. It's trying to find the gear. And you will actually sit there for a good 5-7 seconds while the light had turned green and your foot is on the gas waiting for this thing to catch up to you and then get going. That's something I don't like at all. It really makes me mad. It pisses me off with it because you can't get going how you want to. It also takes a while to shift. It doesn't get through them gears. I like to get on, especially if I don't have any weight. You get on this thing. This thing, it just seems like it doesn't really want to shift the air in it. So really, it's good for traffic and hills. Other than that, I don't like it. I like having the stick shift. I really do. I miss it. But that's just something I wanted to talk about on it. Just give a little bit of my thoughts real quick on it, the stick versus the automatic. All right, let me know what y'all think.